Hey guys, it's Carnage6 back again with yet another video, and this time I decided to do something a little bit different. With it being October and the season for Halloween, I'm a huge fan of horror movies, so I decided to buy one of these horror block boxes. Now if you don't know, there's a whole bunch of these going around that you can subscribe to, and every month they send you a box of random stuff. You don't know what you're getting, and it's a surprise when you open it. And this horror block one is obviously horror related. So if you like horror movies, you like monsters, you like sci-fi, all that kind of stuff, you might want to try this. Now I've seen a bunch of videos of people unboxing these and other similar horror related boxes, not by this particular company, but looking around, I noticed that this particular company that does the horror block seems to offer the best stuff. I mean, in the past, I don't know if it's going to be that way now, but considering this is the October one and it should be Halloween related, I'm kind of anxious to open it and check it out. So what do you say we unbox this thing and see what we got? Okay, now first, you usually always get a t-shirt, and this one, it looks pretty cool. Let me just unfold it for you guys. It's definitely, if you are a horror fan, it's definitely an iconic image. Should be able to see that, hopefully. It is a Jason shirt from Friday the 13th. That looks pretty cool. Definitely liking that. I thought maybe since it was the October one, they might go for something, Halloween related, but I guess not. Now this is the weird one. The weird thing that I see right as soon as I open it. Yeah, what the heck? Cornvex. It's like telekinesis serum. I don't know. Is it actually an Applejack's? I guess it's like Applejack's and Corn Checks, except Halloween related. It's a little sampler pack. So they made it look all, did it up for Halloween. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Always love some snacks. Now again, as I've said, I've looked at these before and I've noticed that this company seems to give out the coolest stuff, and just looking at it right now, I can definitely tell that that's true. There's some really amazing stuff in here. So first off, I'm going to show you this. Now this is pretty awesome. Build your own zombie toy. I don't exactly know how it works. Oh, there you go. I guess you have to paint it and stuff too. I don't know. It says color mixing thing. I'm not too sure about that, but it looks pretty neat. That's pretty cool. But now let's move on. The next thing in here is really, really awesome. I didn't expect to get this. It's actually a Blu-ray, and I have seen this film. It is Puppet Master. Sorry, get the glare off of it so you guys can see it, if I can. Now, if you've not seen this movie, it is very cool, I guess, 80s, 90s B-movie about killer dolls who come to life and kill everyone. I've actually, like I said, I've seen it before, and it is a classic, and I'm surprised that they had this in here, because I think this is not really hard to find, but it's definitely something I don't see very often. So that was awesome. I'm definitely stoked to get a Blu-ray in here. I never thought I would get a Blu-ray, maybe a DVD, but definitely not Blu-ray, so that's a huge surprise. And this next item in here, now I've been thinking of getting these figures myself. They have a whole bunch of different figures based on different kinds of movies and 80s icons, and they're done in, well, I'll just show it to you. First off, we have the Reaction. Can you guys see that? The Reaction Jason figure from Friday the 13th, and that is awesome. Again, I've been wanting to pick these figures up for a long time. They're done in the, as you can see, the figures are very simplistic. They're not highly detailed like the figures you see today, but that's what they're going for. They're going for more figures that were say they released this figure back in the 80s, how it would look. And since I grew up in the 80s, I kind of have a nostalgic feeling for this type of figure. So, they make, as you can see, here's the horror wave, and you can see all the different ones they have. They have, Halloween, you know, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Crow for some reason, Scream, you know, the guy from Hellraiser, and we have the little guy from Trick or Treat, the movie. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. I definitely didn't expect to get this, so I'm quite stoked to have that. Now the last thing in here is just a horror magazine. If you're into horror and you want to see, you know, what the latest things coming out are, or you know, even articles on past horror movies, this is a pretty good one. It's a Fangoria magazine. Sorry, I'm going to try to get it so there's not really a glare if I can. And this one features Wes Craven. If you don't know, he's a huge horror director. So this Halloween, you might want to check out some movies by Wes Craven. And this is pretty cool, you know? You get a cool magazine to read. You get a Blu-ray to watch. You get some cool, awesome toys. I'm really glad I went for this one. And in the bottom, they just have a postcard showing you what exactly you're going to get in this month's horror block. Yeah, everyone got the Puppet Master DVD. Oh, it looks like you could have maybe gotten a different figure. But I am sorry. I thought because the shirt was Jason that they would have kind of went with the Jason theme. But it seems like they showed Jason and the Trick or Treat guys. But I'm stoked to get Jason because I really like the Friday the 13th movies. And yeah, I guess everything else is free. Oh, I guess with the treats you could have gotten some different Halloween themed treats. But anyway, that's it for the horror block unboxing. What did you guys think? Personally, I thought it was quite awesome. And I'm happy that I bought it. I think it's well worth $20-30. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing, and I'll see ya.